1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost a weekend and you don't know what to do. Or you just need something fun to listen to.
Southside Pod!
Yes, we're on the air. And the gang's all here, all things on the South Side. You're listening to the Southside Pod. Looking for the best Southside breweries. Or you might just need an awesome place to eat.
Southside Pod!
Mount Greenwood, Evergreen, Blue Island, Beverly, Payless, and Allsup too. You're tuned into the Southside Pod.
Southside Pod!
Oakland, Midlothian,
Southside Pod!
Oak Forest, Chicago Ridge, Flossmoor, and Bridgeview. You're listening to Southside Pod.
I want to go down the street
Which
and
street?
knock on my neighbor's door.
Oh.
And when he comes to
Neighbor
the door,
problems.
I want to reach back and slap him across the face.
Well, what did he do?
There's a guy who's
a
like
guy?
a block down the street from me.
Did he put his Christmas lights out too
Before
early?
Thanksgiving, I know this show is coming out the week of Thanksgiving, but before Thanksgiving, not only put up his Christmas lights, but he put up what I think is like a new trend here on the South Side, because I've already seen a couple of houses with it. It's this giant archway. Like, it looks like the St. Louis
I know what you're
Arch,
talking about.
right?
Yeah.
And people are putting these in their front yard. I don't know what it has to do with Christmas. It's just a big,
Just lights,
bright
right?
semicircle of like a gateway.
Like do they have it like over their front walk going to the stairs? Yeah.
Or they just have it like on the lawn somewhere, but it's such a weird thing. And it's this big, bright, obnoxious thing in front of their house. And this guy, like, I've lived on this block for, what are we going on? My daughter turned 18 this week. 17 years. 17 and a half years. I've never seen that thing. I've never even noticed this guy's house. I don't know if he's a new neighbor or a guy that came into money, but he has so many lights, and it's not even Christmas time yet.
Is it Griswoldian almost like?
Yes. I feel
6,000 lights on the tree?
I now identify with Margot.
You are
Okay?
Todd?
Yeah, I'm Todd. Right? I don't have a Margot anymore because we kicked her out of the house. But I'm Todd.
You're Todd. You're
by
single
himself.
Todd.
Right. That's why I'm single
Yeah.
Todd. That's what I am. And the lights are ridiculous down the guy's house. I mean, like, look, I get it. And I was explaining this to the kids the other day. I'm like, there's a reason Santa Claus comes at the end of this Thanksgiving Day parade. Because it's at the end of the festivities for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. He's not the first thing.
And what's crazy to me is this. These people who put up the lights that early. And trust me, I'm going to start putting up my stuff this weekend because now we're entering the season, right?
Tis the season.
Right. I mean, you get your advent calendar out. You got your countdown, the Christmas. You get all that stuff. Of course, now it makes sense, right?
But not before Thanksgiving.
No.
Even if it's 55 degrees out that one Saturday before Thanksgiving. That's still wrong.
No, I think it's
Or
wrong.
you could put them out, but
Don't
not
light
turn them on.
Don't light them.
Yeah.
I did that one year.
Yeah.
I knew there was a storm coming.
Yeah.
It was beautiful weather. I put them all up,
Just don't plug them in.
and I didn't plug them in.
Don't set the timer.
Right.
Don't make me see your crap before Thanksgiving.
I left it off until after, and then on Thanksgiving night, I said, all right, we're going to put them on now when we got back from eating turkey, because they were already ready. But I didn't light them until it was time. The funny thing to me is, it's the same thing that like what Light Rock 93.9 puts up.
November 1st, baby.
Right.
November 1st.
But then they turn off the music the day after Christmas. First day of Christmas is actual Christmas.
Yeah.
And so they turn it off in the one time of the year when you should actually be enjoying the lights, right?
Yeah, that's when we got nothing to do for a few days too, you know?
Think of how miserable that time of the year is all the way until you get to spring. You should have your lights on longer after Christmas than before Christmas. That's what I'm saying.
At least through New Year's, right?
Try it this year.
Yeah.
Folks, I don't care when you put them up. Try
I like
it
this
year.
idea.
Keep them up mid-January.
Yeah, it's
is what
super
I'm telling
dark
you.
then too, you know?
Yes!
We need more. And, you know, it's...
Oh, don't even get me started on daylight savings time. I'll scream for the entire show. Meanwhile, this episode is brought to you by Family Waterproofing Solutions. You heard the ad at the beginning of the show. Bowing walls, window wells, foundation crack repair, some pumps. Hey, if you need to get the leaves out of your gutter, that's something to do right now, as quick as you can. You can do that with Express Service. In fact, a lot of their services you can get through Express Service. Know what you want, see the cost right on the website, order and schedule on-site immediately for quick service. Remember that your basement's best defense and Express Service is at familydry.com. Something we're doing this big holiday weekend is something we've done in the past. Just like radio stations change their format and bring out musical tunes that you only hear once a year, this is the time of year that we open up the vault and start bringing back the musical tunes created at the 9-Foot Homemade Oak Bar. Plus, we have a fill-in co-host from the Broadcast Basement On Demand Radio Network that I'm bringing to you next, who will be with us for the next couple of weeks. So stuff yourself with leftovers. This is Southside Pod.
Lost in a dream, I don't know which way to go. If you are all that you seem, then baby, I'm moving way too slow. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. How about some information, please? Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Or am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, is it gonna be you and me together? Or through just having fun? Straight up now, tell me. Time standing still, waiting for some small clue. I keep getting chills when I think your love is true. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. Are you more than hot for me, or am I just page in your history? I don't mean to make demands, but the world indeed go hand in hand. How about some information, please? Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Or am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, is it gonna be you and me together? Are you just having fun? Straight up now, tell me. Straight up now, tell me. 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, 'cause opposites attract. I said 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. I said, long, you got to stop, steps attract. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Straight up now, tell me. Straight up now, tell me. Tell me. Straight up now, tell me.
Ed's down here.
Ed's here. It's like a reunion.
Ed,
Why am I here?
You're here because Bill's off. Bill made lieutenant. All right.
Yeah,
He's
Lieutenant Bell.
Lieutenant Bill.
So he's training.
And he's got lieutenant school.
Yeah.
For the fire department.
Yep.
And so he's going to be off this month because he's got nothing but classes and taking care of his family. Like, he actually has to work, because
Yeah,
normally
he has to work 5 days a week now.
Normally firemen only work like 1 out of every 3 days, but then they get extra days they can take off, so they probably work 1 out of every 7 days, and then they get like all those furloughs.
And they sleep 9 of those hours.
Right. I mean, I don't want to besmirch our heroes, but
Yeah.
this guy's always around.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now he's so busy he can't do the show.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. I mean, as long as Bill's legitimately busy and it's not something where I'm expected to completely replace him.
No.
No, I mean,
There's no way.
I'm wearing a hoodie to try to bring the Bill vibe.
Listen, Socks in the Basement makes a ton of money. You make money off of Socks in the Basement.
I
These
do.
guys
I
get
do.
nothing
Yeah,
for
we
Southside
don't.
Pod.
Yeah.
They get nothing.
Yeah, see,
So I get a beer every once in a
Yeah,
while.
they get beer.
Chris
I have
and
a
I are
mug.
where
They get
the
paid.
money's at.
I
Yeah.
have a
gets
plastic
paid,
mug.
Ed gets paid in cash.
Yeah.
For Socks in the Basement, you get paid in beer.
Yeah, beer.
Yeah. And not even good beer. That's
No,
old.
it's like the
I have
leftover.
old style today.
He's drinking old style.
I got
Yeah,
old style
that's,
today. It was I think I want to say that old style was like $6 or $7 at the Benny's,
Like
for a case of it.
like the 30-pack?
Yeah, it was like
Right.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
And I was like, woo! I could pay Mike at old style. So that's the budget of
He
Southside
could have
Pod.
gone and gotten bottles of water
Yeah.
Yeah.
and spent more money on it
Probably.
probably than the
Right.
old style.
Right.
But
So
this
be
tastes
thankful.
better than water,
Be thankful
so-
for the old
Yeah,
style.
it does. Yeah, there's nothing wrong
Be
with the old
thankful
style.
for
It
the
is
old
the
style.
season to be thankful.
So
And I love me some
one
old
of the things
style,
I was going to tell you about, and Ed would find this interesting because it affects him as well. Southside Pod is going to be moving into a video format along with the
yeah.
audio.
So I got to get haircuts more
Yeah,
regularly.
you got to look
and
presentable.
You got to look younger.
Yeah,
That's just
you're
not
gonna
gonna
have to
happen.
dye
We're
some
gonna
things.
have to
There
start
might-
to
dyeing
shave
it.
this thing?
Nah, have you noticed I'm shaving mine down?
Oh.
I'm down to barely any facial hair because I'm back on the market. Well, I'm not officially
Yeah.
back on the market because I'm not completely divorced yet, and I have just like a distrust of all women after what I'm going through. But I would imagine that will heal at some point.
Probably.
So I'm starting to take
Or
the
you're
beer.
just
There are
gonna-
ways that
There's
can
other
heal quicker.
there's other things that motivate you that'll heal that.
Oh yeah. I can see that.
You know,
Yeah,
motivation.
there are
Yeah.
some
Some other
techniques.
urges,
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah. Trust me. It's only
Yeah.
been a couple of months, and I've already got the urges.
It can be
and the needs.
a very hands-on thing.
Yeah.
It can be healed
Yeah.
orally.
The-
It can
the urges and the needs are already
Yep.
there.
Well, yeah.
It's like one of those things. Like that's the thing.
You're
like
home
I know,
alone a lot too, so
I know I'm supposed to be heartbroken over the fact I'm getting a divorce, but that doesn't stop the urges and the needs.
No, it never.
Okay.
I did notice he's
At
got
all.
a lot of bagels and a lot of butter in his fridge right now.
Anyway, the idea is that we're going to be going to video.
Going to video.
We're going to try to start videoing us down at the bar. Because I know we already do it with the guests when we're out on scene,
Yeah.
and that'll continue. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up actual cameras down here at the 9-foot homemade oak bar.
Okay.
And so while we're doing what we're doing right now, talking to each other, messing around, you singing a song, any of that stuff. And by the way, I'm going to make sure that Bill's songs still appear, even though we might do some just us
Right.
as well.
Yeah,
but,
but
I do have
guitar
I have a
tonight.
catalog of times, so you'll still hear Bill over the next month.
There's decades worth of Bill
Of
singing.
Bill just getting
that
drunk and
Chris
singing
has,
at the bar that
Yeah.
I have on
Yeah.
tape. Okay, he did one all about diarrhea that I still haven't released yet because I just
remember
can't
that
bring
one.
myself to put it on Southside
That was a
Pod.
good one.
Okay.
You know, and
Solid.
saying something about diarrhea that you haven't released, I mean, you want to hold that in
Okay,
as long
knock
as you
it off.
can.
You see, this is what happens when he does a sports show, and now he's like, now I get to be funny.
get to be funny
Now I get to
again.
be not funny though.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah,
Ed.
good to have you back.
I was
Big guy.
never
He's
funny.
getting warmed up.
I have a confession to make. It's true, and I'm guessing you have done the same thing. Put more time into thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for your retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree with you, and I want to help you out. I've got a local, experienced, down-to-earth guy who's a friend of this show. He's got a get-to-know-you approach and do the right thing values, and he's been around for over 20 years right here on the South Side. His name is Tom Walsh. He's located on the corner of 111th and Kedzie, and he's waiting for your call. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call someone who's invested in your success. Reach out to Tom now, 773-779-0023, or pop in at the office right on 111th and Kedzie. Tell him we sent you. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC. Ed keeps making fun of me for bringing up my divorce. I don't know what else to talk about.
I was saying, what
It's my whole life.
what
gonna
do you
say-
have, what else do you have going on right now?
Here's the funny thing. I don't want it to be my life.
No, but it
Like, I would prefer.
This is your life.
I feel like for the money I'm spending, I should never have to have anything to do with the thing. Like, somebody should just tell me when it's over.
That's not how it works.
That's what it should be. Somebody should just tell me when it's over. Like, it should be one of those things where, like, I'm hanging out. Like, I think that the way the divorce should work
So
is that I should be sitting at a beach resort. I should be talking to some beautiful young lady. And then my phone rings. And I go, all right, thank you very much. You'll have your check in the mail. And I hang up the phone and I tell her, would you like to get dinner tonight? I am now divorced. Like, that's what I imagine my divorce to be like.
You
Not
gotta
the
be like-
nonstop stuff that
you
actually
got to
have
be
do.
a few tax brackets higher
Yeah,
in your income
yeah.
for that. I mean, that's the way it works for some people, I'm sure.
You're
Why can't
not
that
one
work
of
for
those
me?
people, though, Chris.
Really, here's what they should do: is they should treat it like surgery, right? Like, you go in, they do
put
some
you under?
pre-check stuff, and then you fall asleep, and then when you wake up, everything hurts. Your wallet's a lot lighter, but you don't know what happened in the interim. You just know it's done, and you can go home now.
Well, but that's what's happening, except I'm conscious.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They should just put you under.
Right.
You
They
have a
should just
bad
put me under.
anesthesiologist.
Yeah,
That's
I'd be
the
fine
whole
with
problem.
that. I'd be fine with it. Honest to goodness. To be honest
Divorce
with you,
anesthesiology.
I'm telling you right now, if there weren't kids involved, I'd hand her the keys, put a backpack on, and I'd walk off into the sunset like the Hulk and disappear into the world. I'd be totally fine with that.
David Banner.
I seriously, I would.
He changed his name to Bruce, though, to
Bruce.
make up for the late 70s thing there. Yeah. Bruce
Bruce
Lanuti.
Banner. Yeah, Bruce Banner. Okay. I'd be like Bruce Banner, and I would just grab my little backpack, and I would walk off into the sunset.
And you know what's
If it weren't for the kids, I would. I wouldn't care about any of it. You want the money? There's the money. You want the house? There's the house. You want the dog? I don't even like the dog. Like, that's what I would do, and I would just walk off,
What the
And
dog
she
ever
still
do to
wouldn't
you?
like him when he was angry.
and I would just disappear into the world. You know, you'd find me 3 years later with like a weird, scraggly beard in some place in the Himalayas, act like, and I'm a Sherpa.
gonna
That's a
walk
lot
to
of
the
walking.
Himalayas?
Yeah. I mean, good golly.
Well, I'm walking around the earth with my backpack.
I understand, but
But to the Himalayas from
Himalayas from Illinois.
That's all I wanted
here? Is
to
the
get.
Bering Strait going to freeze over?
At this point, now that I know that I'm...
So you're going north and going through
Oh,
there?
my
Or
God.
are you...
How's he going to get there?
Well, I assume he's going to catch a ship at some point.
Yeah, I'm going to catch a ship.
But he said he was walking off into the sunset. Nothing
I
about
understand,
catching
but
ships.
yeah, he's still going to get a ship together at
I
some
can
point.
still get on a ship.
So he's going west. He has to go west the whole way, too.
Well, you're not going to go east.
Well, he's walking off into the sunset. Sun doesn't set in the east.
The sun sets in the west.
Right.
Yeah.
So I said
Yeah.
he's got to go west.
I'm going
Where
west.
are you going?
Yeah, which way are you getting to the
That was
Himalayas?
said west, too. He's
Well,
going
yeah,
into
but
the
you're
Bering
going way
Strait.
north. Yeah.
Well, you got to go north if you got to.
Listen,
it's the
you're
only place
ruining
to
my
cross.
walk off into the sunset right now, Mike. You're ruining it.
I'm not ruining it.
You're ruining it.
I mean, honestly, he's not going to Himalaya anyway. He's making as far as California. Somebody in San
Barely.
Diego is going to catch his eye because they walk around in bikinis there anyway.
Yeah, that's where I would stop.
Yeah,
I'd
he's
probably
pretty much
stop in
done
San
there.
Diego.
No, you'd probably get stuck in Bakersfield.
What I
Probably.
really- what I
Oh, yeah,
really-
he'd be stuck back in Bakersfield.
What I really want, though, is like, I'm telling you, when it's all done with the kids, like now that I'm not going to be married, I don't have to worry about growing old with somebody. I think what I want to do is just like grab a little backpack, go off in the world. Kind of like Quantum Leap, but I'm not jumping into their bodies.
Okay.
Right? Like I want to be like
well,
one
he
of
wants
those.
to jump into some bodies.
I want to
but
be.
not,
I want to be like one of
But
those
then jump
television
out of them,
shows,
like,
Right.
8 minutes,
like one
4
of those
minutes
television
later.
shows with the transient that comes into town,
like
makes
Kung
new friends,
Fu. You
solves,
wanna walk the-
solves a murder, saves the town, and moves on to the next town.
You wanna
like
be-
the A team, but just me.
Right. So,
Right?
Yeah. So you're
Just
the only
the A.
A team.
Yeah, just me.
Just the
Or
A.
maybe
I like
I,
that.
maybe I join
No.
the A team. Maybe maybe I somehow join an A team of some sort.
So if he joins the A team, who's he replacing? He's not. He's
Oh,
clearly
he's
not.
face. He's got to be
You
face.
think he's face?
Yeah,
Face? Okay.
yeah, I'm face.
Okay.
I'm face. See, Mike recognizes
Yeah,
I'm good
he's
looking.
totally face.
Yeah, he's like he's face. I'm
All right,
face.
All right.
I'm face.
I was
He's
almost
not-
willing to give you Hannibal for a second there.
I'm a
but-
BSer and I'm
Yeah.
good looking.
All
the
right.
ladies love me.
All right.
That's why Mike's got
I
the
was
better
gonna
microphone.
say he was full of crap, but that works too.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the Southside Pod!
It's the Southside Pod.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the Southside Pod!
It's the Southside Pod.
OMG!
OMG!
It's the SSP!
It's the SSP.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the Southside Pod!
It's the Southside Pod. A couple of weeks back, we spoke with a wonderful young lady about a program going on over at the University of Chicago. Their Institute for Population and Precision Health is partnering with the National Cancer Institute to launch the Connect for Cancer Prevention study to help understand what causes cancer and how to prevent it. They need your help. They're looking for participants aged 40 to 65 with no history of cancer. Together, you, them, we can all make a change. Learn more at cancer.gov/connect study and join the University of Chicago in this endeavor.
He's definitely no Mr. T. He's no B.A. Baracus.
No, I was. Yeah.
And he's crazy, but not crazy enough to be Murdoch.
Well, he's not Murdoch. No.
I can't fly a
I was
helicopter.
thinking he might have been Hannibal.
Bill would be Murdoch.
I could be
If we
Hannibal.
were the A team, Bill would be
Hold on a
Murdoch.
second now. Let's think about this.
Okay.
I was willing to.
I
spot
think
you
I could be
Hannibal.
Hannibal
I think you could too.
You could be Hannibal.
because I'm old.
You like to be in
Hannibal's
charge.
older.
You love it when a plan comes together.
Love it when a plan comes together. I
You
do
like-
enjoy a cigar from time to
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I
Hannibal
feel like
seems
you
like
always
he's
just chewed them and never smoked
That's what I
them,
would
though.
probably do.
Yeah.
You know, chew
was
on a
a prop
cigar,
cigar.
have a bourbon every once in a while, come up with the plan, have the other guys do the dirty work because I don't really want to get my hands dirty.
If you think about it, really, Hannibal and Face were basically the same guy. It's just that Hannibal was in charge and got to be kind of hands off and make Face go off and do all the fun stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I can be Hannibal too. But definitely I want to be part of an A team.
Okay.
Oh,
Of some sort.
I think that's a good plan.
And if I'm not going to be part of the A team, I just want to be that loner that comes walking into town, you know, has a tryst with the hot girl in the small town, solves a murder.
You
right?
want to be like MacGyver.
Solves a murder of some sorts, or
I don't.
or,
MacGyver
you know,
didn't wander though, did he?
saves the town
I don't remember.
from a drought, or like does something crazy
Kung
like
Fu.
that.
You're,
right?
you're
Yeah.
describing the movie, the
Right.
TV show Kung
and then
Fu,
moves on
just
to
without
the
the
next place.
karate.
Without the karate, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to actually.
You can
do
learn
any kung
karate.
fu, but that's what I want to be. I want to go from town to town, meeting new people, having adventures, and moving on.
So you
before
wanna be
anybody,
a
before
hobo, is
before
what
I get
you're
attached to
saying.
anybody, like I want to be the guy who sits there and says, "I gotta leave before I put down roots." Like I don't want any roots.
Now, alternatively, you could be Dalton from Roadhouse there too,
I could do that too.
right? You're going just solving problems town to town.
Right. I would be fine with that, right? But that's what I want to do.
Okay, but for that, you got to answer this one question: does pain hurt?
It is is now time for your Southside Pod Bulletin Board, brought to you by Spoke and Vine Wine Bar and Bottle Shop, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie in Evergreen Park, where they have an incredible menu. And I'm going to tell you right now, try the bacon dates. The bacon dates with goat cheese stuffed inside of them, wrapped in bacon, peach barbecue drizzle. They'll tell you what wine to pair up with it. It is a must-have on the South Side. That's from a guy who never ate dates before because he saw Raiders of the Lost Ark and remembered what happened to the monkey. These dates, much better than those dates. 21 and over place. It's a great spot to go try out all kinds of wines, whatever your price range. See more at spokenvinewines.com. Saturday the 25th, kicking off at 11 a.m., going till 5 in the evening. Willow Springs Imperial Oak Brewing has their Kris Kringle Market, 501 Willow Boulevard. It's brought to you by the Streets Arts Alliance. Grab a craft beer and start your Christmas shopping, finding something unique. It is family friendly and also free to attend. Also on the 25th at 4 p.m. going until 7, downtown Lamont's Ornament Walk is happening. You go get 8 different ornaments at 8 different stops. It's a way to get you into small businesses in Lamont and have a good time. Plus, you got 8 new ornaments for your tree. If you're not going to Lamont, let's say that you're not going to be in Lamont, though, you're going to be at the Lyric Theater. They're doing something as well for Small Business Saturday, Holiday Sip and Shop. Kicks off at 11 a.m. and goes till 3 in the afternoon. A free entry into the Lyric Theater. There'll be vendors there and holiday cocktails. 12952 Western Avenue. And in the evening, head out to Tinley Park on Saturday. Live music over at Hailstorm Brewing Company. Kitchen is open. All ages welcome. 8060 186th Street. Your look at Sunday is brought to you by SidSauce.net, where I love getting the Mango Ate Your Baby. 1, because that hot sauce has a funny name, and 2, because it's really good. Habanero sauce with mango and kiwi in it. You can pretty much put it on anything. See all of the flavors. Pick up the only hot sauce that I keep in my bar, locally made and delivered to your door, SidSauce.net. On Sunday the 26th, Orland Park Christmas Parade, tree lighting, and festival going on. 4 p.m. parade, 4:30 festival opens up, 5 p.m. official tree lighting at the Village Circle, 147th and Ravinia. It is open to all ages, a large event, lots of food, lots of vendors. It might even snow on Sunday too. Live entertainment kicks off right after 5 p.m. and goes all the way until 6:30. That's your bulletin board, and this is Southside Pod. My son scrolls in his bed.
Okay.
And I was laughing to him about this, that there's a new study out that says that the last generation that's now gotten into their 20s, and the belief is that his generation have half the sperm count as what previous generations had. Because
of scrolling in the bed?
They're scrolling, they got their phones in their laps all the time. They're constantly using Wi-Fi and their phones.
The radiation.
See, our generation was just told don't drink Mountain Dew.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
and
exactly.
We still drank it.
Right,
we
exactly.
did.
Exactly. And you'll go blind if you do that too much. Yep. We were told that as well.
Well, right.
Right.
Yeah.
But this generation has something that's like grabbing a satellite signal and beaming it through their, nether regions. So that's got to be, so now there's this belief that it's having an impact.
Got to hold it away from you? Is that?
I don't know what you do there. I mean, how far away does it have to be?
Keep your phone from roaming to the Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, I keep telling them, like, if you're going to look at that thing, stop putting it in your lap.
Yeah, okay.
And I told him, I was like, hey, man, I would like to have grandkids one day. Okay, so I would keep it out of your lap. Me, on the other hand, I've had 3 children. I'm going back into the dating scene.
In your lap all night long,
I keep it in my lap when I go to bed now.
He's actually got 4 phones. He's got 3 burners in his regular.
Ever since I had my vasectomy, my left nut hurts. My left nut hurts. Left nut hurts. I have to drive with my right butt cheek, mostly on the seat, 'cause my left nut hurts. The left nut hurts. His left nut hurts. They said day 1, 2, and 3 you can take some ibuprofen for pain, but after that you should be okay. You're not okay. Well, now it's day 10, it's day 10, and the pain won't end. And I can't get a hold of my doctor, 'cause they're only in the office in on Wednesdays. Yeah, my left nut hurts after my vasectomy.
You're not okay.
My left nut hurts after my vasectomy.
Discount vasectomy.
Why does my left nut hurt? Why isn't it going away? I pray and pray and pray and pray every day, every day, every day that this pain would go away, but it don't. Every day I feel the hurt down low, and it won't go away.
It's turning gray.
My left nut hurts. My left nut hurts. My left nut hurts
It's not okay.
after my vasectomy.
It's turning gray.
My left nut hurts after my vasectomy. It's on my left, so I guess I'm all right.
You know, Mike,
Yeah, Chris?
I think I liked your youngest when he couldn't eat anything.
You liked my youngest when... Yeah, so...
'Cause he's got some allergies, right?
He's
had to deal with that in his
allergic
life.
to egg,
Right,
which is in everything.
right. But
And
like,
he's technically still allergic to it.
is he? Okay.
But like it's not going to kill him anymore, and we've been doing this treatment for 4.5
you guys been doing it
years.
for
But the
long
thing was,
time.
he used to never ask me for anything.
No, because
he
like he
knew
just knew,
he couldn't eat anything.
Yeah.
But he keeps asking me for stuff
Yeah.
tonight.
and then he'll double check it to make sure he can eat it too.
He walked up the stair. I walked up the stairs. He's like, "Can you make me popcorn?"
Oh, he loves popcorn.
And I was like, "No, man, we're busy recording.
Yeah, he
I
loves
thought you couldn't
popcorn.
eat anything." And he's like, "No, I can have that." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Can you eat Cheez-Its?" And
I don't think he likes Cheez-Its though.
Yeah, he told me he didn't like Cheez-Its.
Yeah. What kind of kid doesn't like Cheez-Its?
Exactly.
My kid doesn't. I love
Yeah.
Cheez-Its.
Everybody
It's
loves
like a dagger to the heart when
I'm like, I got a box from Costco here that's got 50 individual bags of
I love
Cheez-Its.
those.
Take as many as you want, kid. He's like, no.
Go bathe in them.
They're
if
like
you need
grown
to.
up. They're grown up goldfish.
I liked it better when that, I'm telling you, I liked it better when that kid couldn't eat anything. He never asked me for anything. Now,
I mean,
all night long, he keeps asking me for
It was
stuff.
probably a heck of a lot cheaper for you too, Mike. Right?
Yeah.
You know.
When he couldn't eat anything, was it cheaper for you?
No, because you had to find stuff that didn't have egg in it. It was way more
Oh, I
expensive.
just assumed he didn't eat. You just
No,
didn't
he
feed
ate.
him. Oh, okay.
You still got to feed them, Ed. You still
Oh,
got to
well-
just because they can't eat something, you got to give them
Saltine
something
crackers.
else.
Just give him some saltine crackers, right? You could have had those, right? Bag of saltines.
Yeah, probably.
Bag of saltines
Bag
and
of
some chicken
saltines
broth.
and
Yeah,
a
chicken broth,
gallon
yeah.
of water.
You ate a lot of chicken nuggets,
Right?
but not one's breaded with eggs, so
Yeah, I know. That's fine because he doesn't need it if he's got saltine crackers.
I actually think that's why my eyes went bad from having to read every label of everything ever.
Well, that age.
You go to the end and made with and make sure it doesn't have eggs, and then that last line.
That's
on
my
the-
new thing I have to do now. I just have to read everything because I can't have ultra processed foods.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, when you have to start actually looking for stuff.
the doctor told me, like, he's like, you got like a little bit of plaque in this artery, and like it's not a big deal, but we don't want any more of it. And so, based upon your age, let's knock off the ultra processed foods. And then I looked up what ultra processed foods were, and I was like, well, now I can't eat anything I enjoy.
Yeah, ho-hos,
Right, yeah, there's really
Twinkies, Oreos.
So now I have to look at the back of
certain
like,
forms of chicken and
ingredients,
beef.
and I have to decide. Like, I mean,
Bacon.
even when like I buy like spaghetti sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
There's only certain ones that are very, very simple. Like everything's got to be the most simple ingredients. I have one kind of bread, that Toronto bread. Thank God
that's good
Chicago
stuff.
has
Yeah.
Toronto
Right,
bread.
exactly.
Because it's like the only thing that doesn't have enriched flour in it that you can find that's bread. It goes bad in 3 days.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna say, you
that's
have
the
to eat
thing.
it.
You're buying a half a.
like I buy it and then I break it up into 3 loaves that I
Yeah.
put in the freezer
Yeah,
so that I
yeah.
can have bread for the week.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it really is. It's like you look at it the wrong way, and
This is
then
why the
whoa,
French buy their baguette every day.
Yeah. Yeah,
That is
exactly.
exactly it. Yeah.
That's exactly why they go and do that. And that's the thing. That's what's really kind of annoyed me about the whole process is now I remember when we took our trip to Italy years back and how fresh the food was because they don't use preservatives. But people, their entire lives are based on the idea of, well, you can only work so many hours because you do have to go get your food for the day. You do have to go to do this. You have to go.
Right.
Do it. So it's such a relaxed atmosphere Then again, it's not like their economy is as good as America's, and, you know, it's fun to visit, but I don't know if I'd ever want to live there. But the food is spectacular.
It's the South Side! It's the South Side! It's Southside Pod! Thanks for listening! Thanks for tuning in to the Southside Pod! Y'all come back now, you hear?